and welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Ivy Hartman, and joining me in the studio now is Lena Johnson. She's communications and relationship strategist with absolute good training and life skills management. How long have you been doing this?
Since 1998.
Wow. And what made you decide, and what were you doing before that? What made you decide to start doing some of the life skills coaching and management? Well,
I graduated from Mizzou. I moved out to LA and I started doing marketing, promotion, and events. And I worked for some of the biggest companies, including Anheuser-Busch and Allied Domecq Spirits. I represented Cavassier Cognac.
Oh, neat.
And then I did my first party at the Playboy Mansion. And I said, you know what, this is great. And now I want to start doing events in people's lives, helping people to have events in their lives. And so that's really what happened. And so since that time, I've been coaching, training. A lot of my training came from my own mistakes and trying new things and achieving goals.
But even since then, I mean, you're a published author yourself.
Yes.
But you're also a publisher.
Yes.
Talk more about that.
Well, because communication is my life. I have a way of helping people to express themselves, share what's inside. So whether it's something that's easy to talk about or overcoming conflict. And so it was just kind of natural after I started writing books to help other people write their books as well. And I just love it. I'm not a ghostwriter. I just sit down with people and help them to express themselves.
So off camera, we were talking about how Carol Daniel is getting ready to launch a book here soon, and you helped her with that.
Yes, I'm publishing her book, and we worked hand in hand for months to get it done. It's called All I Ever Wanted: Relationships, Marriage, Family. It is so exciting. And so she talks about, you know, managing a husband, 2 sons, 2 jobs, and sleep deprivation.
Right. And looking flawless and keeping her sanity.
Yes.
But so speaking of that, you've done a lot in your life. You've done a lot of public speaking, you do workshops, you work one-on-one with people, you do publishing, you are a published author of at least 7 books that we know of, you know, and so what has been the highlight for you, or the real takeaway and the real memorable event in all of this for you?
I believe that I'm here to inspire people. And that's it. And so however I can do that, I didn't start writing books just because I wanted to. I just felt that that was a better way to reach people because I've done training around the world, but not a lot of people know who I am. And I said, you know what, if I could leave a legacy, then that would be something that I would feel proud of and something that would last after I was gone. So even if a person doesn't know my name, if they were touched by something that they heard or they learned that improved their lives, then that would be worth it.
And how do people find out more about the books that you publish and get their hands on them?
They can go to missionpossiblepress.com. They can go to absolutegood.com. If they want to know more about me, they can go to jolenajohnson.com. Okay. Just Google me.
And there it is. And absolutegoodbooks.com or 240-644-2500. Which brings us, I mean, what's next for you? I mean, what's going to be the next on your bucket list or to-do list or coming up in the new year for you? Well,
I'm really excited about Carol's book, but we have 2 other authors that are going to be published. One is Martha Ramsey, and she is an 82-year-old grandmother of 125.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and she had been writing her book for 30 years, had it in a notebook, and she was referred to me, and her book has come alive, and that's called Born with Pride: Cherishing Family Values.
Amazing.
Yes.
Is she also from St. Louis?
Well, she's been in St. Louis for about the last 60 years or so.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and then Maria Holmes, and she has a book. It's called Connections: Making the Most of the Moment. And unfortunately, Maria's son passed a few years ago due to a traumatic car accident, but she turned that into making the most of the moment. And through her prose, through her poetry, through her stories, it is just wonderful. And the unique thing about that book is it is written in English and Spanish. So English on one side and Spanish on the other side of the page.
Is she a native Spanish speaker?
Yes, she's from Colombia, South America originally, and moved to St. Louis when she was like 6 years old.
Oh, neat. That's amazing. I love that, and to see how it translates in there.
Yes.
Oh, how cool. Okay, so the new year's upon us.
Yes.
And I might have some really great ideas about what I want to do, but you've got a nice roadmap for us in terms of 3 steps that we can take to actually be successful and accomplish those goals in the new year.
Yes.
Walk us through some of those.
Envision your goals is number 1. And number 2, what did I say number 2 was?
It is not just acknowledge the obstacles.
Acknowledge, yes.
That's right.
There it is.
So remembering your goals might be one of your obstacles. But when we come back, we're going to talk about number 3 a little bit and elaborate on 1 and 2 called using a roadmap. No worries. We're going to get it all together and we're going to give it all to you. It's going to be perfect when you come back. It is break time, but we'll be back more with Lena. And I really think that that's going to be helpful so that I can follow through. I want you to remember STL is on all the major social networks, so you can follow us on Twitter or friend us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and now if you're out of town, you can watch all of our great local programming streaming live on stltv.net. I know you've got a lot of followers all over the world, so tell them about this segment. They can check you out on YouTube or on our website. website. Don't go anywhere. We've got more with Jolene when we come back on STL TV Live right after this.